Well, hi, my name is Andres Moreno, and I'm gonna start talking about the first proposal of my team that was, we had to analyze if there should be new distribution centers or if this is already some of the locations should be closed. Uh, to start with, we started with five first distribution centers being Puebla, Monterrey, Guadalajara, Culiacan, and Villahermosa. Once already knowing that, we used Coupa to develop a greenfield analysis. And one of the specific things we used with this greenfield analysis was that each distribution center should be 400 kilometers from another distribution center. Knowing this and having this was considered that we already had to have new distribution centers. This because using the greenfield analysis and with the gap of 400 kilometers between one and another distribution center, was given that at least there should be 10 distribution centers, showing that already five should be new. And after the analysis, it showed that Culiacan, Monterrey, and Puebla are three of the original distribution centers, and that these should be closed. Uh, just leaving Guadalajara and Villahermosa as the original distribution centers that we wanted to keep. This works because from one location to another, there's a radius for each one of 200 kilometers. This is better because all the country is already in a radius of 200 kilometers for each location, meaning that uh, each uh, each distribution center would be closer to one of the 1,141 customers, making this easier for the same customer or the transportation from the distribution center to the customer, or the customer going to the distribution centers. Because while having just five, there were places that were far away from customer, and while having these, the furthest a customer could be is maximum 200 kilometers. So it's a positive impact for the company because, well, the transportation is closer, so uh, it's more for the like of a customer. The cons of this is that, well, at least you already know you'd be closing three distribution centers you already had, but you'll be opening eight. This meaning that you'd be renting the location, that it's a monthly payout in eight new different places. Uh, Not just that, but also the paycheck with the new employees that you would end up having, because all of the new places should have at least amount of people of one to run the place, and it's just gonna be more than one. There's gonna be a more uh, expenditure for the company. So at first, the company wouldn't have that much revenue as earlier, but with time, the amount of customers can also even increase because of the closeness that is to the company, well, to the distribution centers. To this, mm, an additional proposal, it's mostly to direct it to a logistical and statistic analysis part, is after some time of having these 10 new distribution centers, uh, to try and standardize the processes. That is because while you're having more distribution centers and just one port, you'll be needing to transport constantly from the main port to different distribution centers. meaning that there's going to be a lot of, well, uh, distance between the port and these distribution centers. So at least there's going to be a big expenditure of gas and money for these same transports, and the standardization should be making easier the transport to the port, to to these places. And well, so there should be a standardization for maybe going to from the main plant to the south, and from the main plant to the north, or from the main plant to the east. This would help us. The standardization would be helping us to manage that, and also it would have reduced well, the gas consumption from the company. So even though it's not the biggest expenditure, it would be saving money for the company. A part of that is a pro for this one is that the standardization would reduce cost, reduce time. That is one important thing when you have to transport product from one place, from point A to point B, and the company should be making this having a focus in this standardization, and using well, with Excel, using analysis studies, analyzing statistics. There should be even more, should be easier for the company to make these changes, and develop solutions and different proposals for the company. And with this already known problematic of the different places, uh, there could be used heuristics, algorithms, and greedy solutions, mostly to instead of having a person making the mathematical compounds and everything, to have the closest time to coming back from the place where the distribution center we transported the product, with heuristics, algorithms, and greedy solutions. We can run a code where basically it's constantly searching for the closest transportation cycles. So, for example, having from port to ABC, then coming back, and then going to CDE, and then coming back again, and then going for other the last four, or starting with the first four, or different things like that. So, something that will help develop the standardization and this statistic analytics would be the development of heuristic algorithm thing that we also saw during this one of these models. So yes, and I think it would be that, because you reduce the costs of transportation, and part of the cost of that transportation would end up going to well, part of the rent, part of the paycheck of the new employees. So you wouldn't be winning as much as first, but as the increase of clients would be going up because you have more distribution centers, it would take a little bit of time to going back to normal, or even higher than what it used to be at first. Thank you.